Crystal Online, Renegade Island functioning at 100%, initiating opening sequence. It's showtime, boys.
Greetings from Tromaville. I'm Lloyd Kaufman.
Ed Sanchez.
Scott Snyder.
Hi, I'm Jen Soskin. And I'm Sylvia Saska. And we're the Twisted Twins.
Hi, I'm Trace Ballou.
Hey, what's up? This is Godfrey.
Jessica Riot.
Hi, I'm Jessica Cameron.
And I'm Heather Dorr.
This is the Angry Video Game Nerd, and you're listening to Nerd Rage Renegades. You fucks.
Nerd Rage Renegades.
I'm on with the Nerd Rage Renegade. This is now my new job.
And I'm on the Nerd Rage Renegade Show!
The Spin and the Chief are just the best entertainment and best education in the world.
End sequence. Good job, young bloods.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 197 of the Nerd Rage Renegades podcast.
Closing in on that 200.
Closing in on that 200. 200.
That's right.
That's almost like 350.
I got to get on over to our live broadcast and see.
As the children of the Rockford night, this is what sweet music they make.
Hell yeah. Every night. All night.
All night, every night.
Oh, I gotta get the feedback. I don't know why that does it every time my phone is muted and it still comes on.
Because it's still bad. Ah. Oh man, what a week. What a week it has been. I am fucking tired.
Yeah. Oh man, I spent the day tearing a lawnmower apart in my backyard.
Right.
And I cut the hell out of my hands on the spring. Like the pull rope came out of my mower, so I was fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to rewind the spring in it, and I just cut the hell out of my hands. And the thing is so tiny, my hand is too big. I can't get it wound and get it on where it clips on. And I'm gonna see if my wife's hands are small enough to do it. But I couldn't finish it, and I just cut the hell out of myself today, and sat out in the 96-degree weather,
right,
and fried in the sun doing it.
Dang, that's not good. That's not good at all.
No, that was no fun. But then I came in and I gave up on it, and I watched some Bigfoot crap on YouTube for a while. some behind the scenes happening live.
Yes, he just came barreling in.
It's all right. We're spontaneous around here. We like that kind of stuff.
Right.
I just had my dogs in here, and then they started being real assholes, so I had to throw them out.
Man,
I love having a webcam now.
Sees all the shit I do.
Oh man, no joke though. Your cam looks way better than when we used to do this, like the other way.
It does. It really does. I mean, I know people at home can't see it. But
no, man, your picture's perfect. Like I'm in your house.
It's like pixel perfect, my friend. I am pixel perfect. Pixel fucking perfect. So what a week it has been, especially on the GTA. Giving a little bit of GTA updates. Of course, I don't know if I updated it last week. I probably did, but I'm whitelisted on Rivalry RP. That's where I've been pretty much the entire time this past week. But I am also whitelisted on No Pixel now. So that's a big thing. Their queue is pretty substantial at times. I haven't been on there yet, but gonna try to get on there maybe this weekend. See
you got whitelisted by two, at the same time, right?
Yeah, Rivalry and No Pixel. I got whitelisted by them both at the pretty much the same exact time, which was really, really cool, and I like that.
You sent me your letters, your acceptance letters in the messenger.
Yeah.
ones they were.
Well, I mean, it's a big thing because I know, like a lot of people from family started out in like Rivalry and No Picture or No Pixel, and it's just so far the RP I've been doing, I've really been enjoying it. In both those servers. Rivalry server, Astrid has actually got her request in for her forensic pathologist license and medical examiner license, which she's gotten it signed off on by the chief of EMS, just waiting for the sign off from the actual judges. But they've been working these cases of people suing like the police department and stuff. So it's I'm waiting to see what I can waiting on that to kind of take shape, and it'll be fun. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm glad that now I get to do it, or possibly going to get to do it. So it's really interesting, that level of RP that I've been able to do on those servers. It's amazing, and I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. And since the Space Wife is out and about tonight at work, you'll be able to pop on with me for a little bit, see the Rivalry City.
Yeah, man, I'll probably be around for a little bit for sure. I'm pretty much open till she gets home tonight.
That's good. I like it when you're open.
I'm open like that.
Be open you're open and honest with me. I like that.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, man.
So that's
I was putting out a tweet that said we're live on Twitter, by the way. That's what I was, if in case you thought I was just like not paying attention. That's what I was listening. I just said that.
No, you're good to go, man.
I put out a tweet that we were live.
I saw that. It came across my phone. So we're pretty excited this week as well because Marvel came out with some pretty big news that we are excited about, and that's the fact that they are bringing out a new title coming soon.
October, I think it is. I'm not 100% on that. I can go look real quick.
But they are bringing out the Superior Octopus.
Yes.
How exciting!
Which is now a different Peter Parker clone, but it's Doc Ock in a Peter Parker clone.
Right. So the whole thing is you had the Superior Spider-Man storyline. It was one of our favorite storylines of Spider-Man in quite a while. It was a change to Spider-Man that we both thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as they always do, they gave him, he was around, 2 years? Maybe he was around for 20-something issues.
It was 32.
Yeah, 32 issues of the Superior Spider-Man. And then, of course, Peter Parker comes back, as we knew he would at some point.
Yeah, he's known as, his alias now is Elliot Tolliver. Instead of Peter Parker, according to this article I'm looking at CBR trying to find the date.
Okay. So of course he comes back, but Doc Ock wasn't gone. And during the events of Dead No More, which was a story arc in Spider-Man where a resurrected Ben Reilly was making clones. Doc Ock put his Doc Ock's consciousness got put into a new Peter Parker clone.
Yeah, and that was what I said after Superior Spider-Man. I said they got to get him because it was implied that Octavius wasn't gone all through after.
Right, because he was in the living brain.
They found out he was in the living brain, and so we knew he was coming back one way or another. And I was thinking, why not just give him one of the Peter Parker clones we know are around in stasis in different places.
So he did that. Then he ended up joining up with the Secret Empire, which was the Hydra Empire under the clone Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And now we have the Superior Octopus, and I'm very interested to see where they're taking this. Is he going to be an anti-hero? Is he going to be a villain?
Yeah. Well, according to this, it says they just put out a teaser for it, and they're going to reveal more about it at SDCC, I think.
Which is next week.
Yeah, and but they put out a thing that says Doc October starts and ends here, and according to CBR, that would imply that it's going to be in October with Superior Octopus #1.
I'm excited for that.
But I'm guessing he's going to make appearances before that, leading up to Superior Octopus. He's going to start coming around in other titles, and then we'll see the full Superior Octopus in the first issue.
Right, and I mean, does it say who's writing it on there? I'm looking at it now as
I
well.
don't think so. I think it's just they put out a teaser image of the cover, and I don't think they put anything about it.
Doc Ock has been making his presence known in the world of Spider-Man as of late. One major plot point in Amazing Spider-Man #1 revolves around the villain's run as the Superior Spider-Man when he hijacked Peter Parker's body. Prior to that, the character was last seen in Amazing Spider-Man #800 using the alias Elliot Tulliver and had found employment at Horizon University.
I like that arc, by the way. I had quit reading Spider-Man for a little while, and when the Superior Octopus storyline came along, then Doc Ock came back. I read that one. That was pretty cool. I like Dr. Octopus, always have, and I love Otto Octavius' personality.
Yeah, I've really always enjoyed it. Additional information about the new series will be revealed, of course, at Comic-Con at a panel that will be on July 20th. The series reveal is the second Spider-Man released related teaser today. It was hinted earlier today that Spider-Gwen will soon start going by the code name Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
Which I am also a fan of Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, our good friend John Kroll, who will be on the show the 27th, our good buddy John Kroll will be at San Diego Comic-Con next week. So maybe we can get some exclusives from him at some point.
Hopefully.
And by this week or after he gets back, and well, he'll be on, and then we can talk to him. We can ask him.
Yeah, even though Spider-Gwen's eponymous ongoing series is ending on Wednesday, it looks like the adventures of the web-slinging Gwen Stacy of Earth 65 are about to get a new beginning. Marvel has released an upcoming cover of Gwen, the Spider-Woman of an alternate dimension, back in action with her trusty backpack and mobile phone. Interestingly, Marvel press release accompanying the image teases the new series as the debut of Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
Rumors of Spider-Gwen being rebranded as Ghost Spider have persisted since it was announced last year that Gwen Stacy would take on the codename Ghost Spider in the upcoming animated film Marvel Rising Secret Warriors. The animated anthology film is expected to be released sometime later in 2018, with Gwen joining Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl, and more in a series of short adventures.
Right on, I guess. I'm just a Superior Octopus man. I'm down. That's what I'm excited for.
Well, I'm a fan of Spider-Gwen. I think she's a great character.
Yeah, I just don't read. I don't read that book. I've liked her in other like the like Spider-Verse and stuff like that where she kind of came out.
Right.
But
interesting about this. Interesting about this. Dove Cameron will be playing Ghost Spider in the animated film, and Dove Cameron set for a stint on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that had been rumored to be Spider-Gwen. It now appears likely that her name on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will probably be Ghost Spider. So we will be. It looks like we may be seeing Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. pretty soon.
All right. Yeah, I've been told by tons and tons of people I need to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But like I said, I've watched it. I watched like the first season, and it was really boring to me. I didn't like it, and I gave up on it. And then everybody says, "Oh man, that show got really badass in the second season." Like what? So I give up on it, and it gets good.
I mean, there's some things in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like the first couple, like season 1. Okay. It kind of, it was fine. It dealt with the fallout from Avengers. it tied directly into Avengers. I think the series got derailed a bit when it was doing the Inhumans.
Yeah.
I really think that's when the series started to derail, because it's like they were building up the Inhumans way too much.
Well, the Inhumans was, I watched I watched most of the Inhuman show, and I just thought that they came off like assholes. Like they don't seem like heroic, noble people. They seem like dicks.
Right.
I don't like any of them, and I don't like the show. So I gave up on that too. It's like Marvel Network television doesn't work for me for some reason. Like, I like the Marvel Netflix stuff for the most part, and I like the Marvel movies for the most part. But man, for some reason, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I don't know. I can't get into that. I can't get into the other, like the X-Men ones I haven't watched. The X-Men TV ones I haven't watched.
It's like
whatever it is, or what is that? Is that what it's called? The Gifted or whatever?
The Gifted. I haven't seen The Gifted. I haven't seen Cloak and Dagger.
I haven't seen that either. I did want to see that though. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I can find that channel. I don't know what it's on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like there are those that religiously watch all the comic book shows, and I mean,
yeah, I don't.
I read. I more read the comic books religiously.
Well, for reviews and stuff, I have no time hardly to watch all these other shows because I'm reading a buttload of actual comic books.
Right.
I don't know what's going on in any of the TV shows. Like, I haven't finished Luke Cage yet either. I've seen like 4 episodes of it.
It's like and some of them it's like even the Runaways was not.
Didn't watch that.
It didn't resonate with me because some of the characters I just did not like. Like the way they portrayed the characters, I didn't like them.
I even really like Gotham, and I don't watch it anymore. Like I'm really behind on it.
I like Gotham. I really do like Gotham. I like the way they interpret the characters. Mad Hatter, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I think they were evolving though, and I think they were like they're becoming more each time they appear. They're becoming more like the villains that they're.
Yeah,
but I really like that show, but I'm behind on that. So I mean, it's like I can't catch up with anything. I just like have no time.
Well, I think with me it was like with Gotham, like the Mad Hatter got me because he really reminded me way too much of the campy Adam West Mad Hatter.
Yeah, yeah.
In terms of looks, I mean, I know it was Jervis Tetch, but it didn't look like Jervis Tetch to me, and I think that's what got me. Interesting little tidbit. Did you know that there is still one Blockbuster Video operating in the United States?
No. I thought there was more that thought they were coming back. I think there's one in Belvedere here.
No, there were 3 left. There was Anchorage, Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Bend, Oregon. Well, the 2 in Alaska just closed. So Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon is the last Blockbuster Video rental store in the country.
I've seen a few video stores open around. Like there's one over in there's like a Family Video over in Lowe's Park, and there's like another one out in the Belvedere area. I thought it was a Blockbuster, I guess not. But I've seen a couple of videos. People don't like standing at red boxes and kiosks. I don't like standing like people behind you trying to look at the same machine. I don't like renting movies from that. I like to go in a store that's heated and comfortable or air conditioned and comfortable.
Right.
And browse the walls and look at the walls and shelves and pick a movie that I want to see. Because I don't necessarily want to have to buy everything all the time. But with digital, I mean, why do you even have to do anything? I've got every streaming service there is. I don't even need to leave the house.
Right. No, I completely understand that.
But I like video stores. I used to like that because video stores that had those weird movies like that. But I mean, and even though you're still getting those on like Amazon Prime now, and I mean those are all going digital too.
We have one we have to watch. It was brought to my attention by one of our our Twitch viewers, one of our followers on Twitch. He says we need to watch Train to Busan.
I've seen it. It's good. Yeah, I agree.
See, now that's going to be good. I have not seen it yet.
There is a prequel as an animated anime prequel to
Seoul Station.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna watch it. I've got it in my list on Amazon.
Is that on? Is it on Netflix? Train to Busan?
I don't. Yeah, I think it might. It may. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I think.
All right, so it is on Amazon Prime.
I think so.
All right, I can watch it.
Yeah, you should. And I think the prequel one you gotta rent.
Okay, but at least I can watch that one because Frosty Sniper, one of our longtime followers on Twitch, said we gotta watch Train to Busan.
No, it's pretty good. It's like a Chinese zombie movie on a train. It's pretty awesome.
Sounds good, and it's South Korean. Is it
South Korean?
Yeah,
I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah, let's be on South Korea.
Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, what, yeah. But no, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna watch it. I will watch it. It's as long as you. I mean, I'm glad you watched it. So.
No, it's good. I just saw it on on Amazon, and we were sitting around and couldn't find anything to watch, and I was like, let's start it and see if it's any good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I dug it. It's pretty cool, and it's like the effects are surprisingly well done for a zombie movie, like on a small budget. I don't know what kind of budget it had. It might have had a huge budget, but it's like horror movies don't have huge budgets, so
right.
Pretty decent special effects and stuff.
And I got to check it out because he's been telling me it's really good, so I got to check that out. But speaking of horror films, of course, today is Friday the 13th. Yeah. A lot of podcasts, a lot of reviews channels. They're all binge watching all the Friday the 13th movies because it's Friday the 13th.
Of course, so we're gonna jump on that train too.
We'll jump on that train. Of course, I don't know if are they gonna watch the best one of them all, of the whole series. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Part two is the best.
Oh, I was talking about Jason X, Jason in Space.
Oh no, that's the second best.
That's the second best. You know,
I mean, in reality, I do have a few favorites, and 2, 3, and 4. I think are still hold up as decent horror.
You just don't like the first one because Jason wasn't the killer.
Yeah, I don't like the old lady. It comes out, it's mom. Mom's the killer. That's just weak.
It's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day.
Yeah, I like 2, 3, and 4 because it's a zombie hillbilly that eats dogs and he wears a bag on his head and then he becomes a giant monster, mongoloid, crazy person in a hockey mask in the third one, and then in the fourth one, same, but he's undead and terrorizing children. So it's still like those 3, and then they start getting stupid like at 5 because the 5 is not really him; it's a crazy paramedic. 6, he comes back from the dead from a lightning bolt, and he's like a real rotted zombie Jason, and then 7, they all get stupid after that.
Yeah, but in 6, the thing is in 6, which is that the final chapter? Is 6 the final chapter or?
No, it's 4. 4.
Right, so 4 is the final chapter. 4.
Yeah, Tom Savini did the effects on 4.
Yeah,
he did the first one, and then he came back for the fourth one. And clearly the fourth one has the better effects, I think, than all of them.
But the 6 isn't bad. You know why? Because that's Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's you do have a Feldman cameo in the 5th one at the very beginning.
Well, Feldman was in the 4th one.
Yeah, he's like a full-fledged part in that one. I think he just does like a cameo in the 5th one.
He's full Feldog.
Back in that era when he was like a highly sought-after child actor, back when he was doing like Gremlins and Goonies and stuff.
Right. What's really cool? So in the in the game Friday the 13th, which came out in 2017, which is
I want to get that. That looks cool.
There is a part where if you do certain things, and then I think it's like if you die. If like Jason kills you, there's the possibility you could come back as Tommy Jarvis.
No way, really?
And, yeah. And,
like young Tom, like
no,
the
no,
like
old,
the older
old
one.
Tommy, old Tommy.
Okay.
And he's
I want
like,
to come back as Spell Dog.
I would love to come back as Feldog.
Come back as when he shaves his head and he's got he looks like Jason.
Tommy Jarvis, the protagonist of 4th, 5th, and 6th films, who assists the counselors when contacted from a randomly placed radio. He is controlled by a randomly selected player on the counselor's side, whose previous character was either killed or escaped. In addition to having perfect statistics and being immediately equipped with a shotgun, pocket knife, and first aid spray, Tommy is the only character capable of killing Jason in that whole game. So that game is survival. You either die or you escape. But Tommy can frickin' kill him.
Oh. Amazing. I want to get that. It looks cool. I like part 2 of the series because he's wears the bag on his head with just the one eye hole.
He's burlap sack Jason.
Yeah, that is the creepiest killer ever. I say on par in scariness with the first Halloween, I would think, as far as the killer freakishly being creepy. A backwoods dude creeping around with a sack on his head. Well, for one thing, it brings about the Town That Dreaded Sundown killer that really happened in Texarkana.
Right.
So that's creepy in itself, and the fact that he's like kind of tiny and wiry and it's kind of like adolescent Jason,
right?
And he's just creepy, man. Just when he pops up out of that bed with that bag on his head, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good one. For me, Friday the 13th. I mean, I was always more a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of guy, but I do like the first one, and there's a reason why I like the first one. Kevin Bacon.
Of course.
Kevin. I mean, it's Kevin Bacon. I mean, how can you not like it? It's Kevin fucking Bacon. You know, I don't care if it was Betsy Palmer.
Before he got footloose.
Before he got footloose. This is like it. Let me see here. I don't think that was his first acting role. Let's see here. Where are you, Kevin Bacon?
Animal House maybe was.
Animal House was his first one. Friday the 13th was his 4th film overall. Now he did Animal House where he was Chip Diller. Then he had 2 movies where his role was husband, young couple, and second teenager. So bit roles, and then he got Friday the 13th. Yeah. Of course, we know that's before he got real huge in Footloose, and then you know it was just.
And then on to superstardom with Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver. that was even before he went on to Tremors.
Yeah, man, I still that Tremors is a movie to me that's kind of like Jaws, just not like on the even quality, not even judging it quality wise, but just on the level of a movie you put on your TV and you can do other shit around your house and just leave it on. Tremors is like that movie.
He was also in the good movie Flatliners, the original, not the 2017 Flatliners.
Kiefer Sutherland.
The original Flatliners.
I think I saw that movie at a drive-in.
You know, that was like Brat Pack one, because that was Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, William Baldwin, and Oliver Platt. William Baldwin. You remember William Baldwin?
Sort of.
William Baldwin, Flatliners. He was in Backdraft.
Yeah, I know who he is.
He's like a Baldwin that you never hear really anything about because he hasn't gone crazy or completely, religious crazy like Steven.
Yeah. Does he make like religious skateboarding videos or something?
Yeah. What about, wasn't there, is William Baldwin also known? Yeah, William Baldwin's Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
That's my name. That's gonna be my new Twitter handle. Freaking Billy Baldwin.
You gotta change the nerd rage to Billy Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin. Then there's Daniel Baldwin, who's an actor.
Billy Baldwin Range Renegades.
But yeah. Now Daniel Baldwin's been arrested quite a few times.
Yeah, he is. He's on like World's Dumbest, right? He's the one that's like on there, like okay.
Yeah. So
all levels of fame in that family.
And well, it's sad when Alec is like the most normal of all his brothers, other than Billy. It goes Billy, Alec, Steven, Daniel, in that order of Baldwins.
Yeah, Steven and Daniel must fluctuate too. It's like a up and down with those two.
Yeah, you ever see
one overtakes the other? Often.
Yeah, when you talk about the level of Baldwins, Alec it's sad. Billy Baldwin's is the most normal, then Alec, then Steven, and then Daniel Baldwin. That's just weird. It's just weird to see that.
Legal trouble otherwise. Daniel's gonna always be on the bottom, I think.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, Emilio Estevez is like the most normal of all the Estevezes. It would go Emilio, Martin Sheen, and then of course, then you go Winning, Tiger's Blood.
Oh, you got Joe Estevez.
Joe Estevez is a god.
Joe Estevez is he's great.
Joe Estevez is like a living legend.
In some of my favorite movies.
He's amazing. And then you have the Estevezes you never hear about. You never hear about Renee Estevez?
I didn't even know that Renee Estevez was.
There's a Renee Estevez. There's a Renee Estevez. You know what movie she was in?
No.
Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers.
Oh, okay.
She was in Sleepaway Camp 2.
She's no Felissa Rose.
Well, she didn't play Angela. She was Molly. But no, Pamela Springsteen played Angela.
Oh, well, she's no Felissa Rose either.
She is no Felissa Rose, because we know Felissa Rose.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's a beautiful, wonderful woman. Wonderful. But yeah, she was in one episode of MacGyver.
Yeah.
A whole one episode. And then there's Ramon Estevez.
I didn't know that guy was Estevez either.
Yeah, he was in The Dead Zone. And that's like it. And he was in one episode of The West Wing.
Oh.
I wonder how he got that gig.
Martin Sheen get him that gig.
One episode of The West Wing. How did he get that gig?
Throw him a bone. And you're just car payment.
Whoa, we got, what is that? Kenro Gaming coming in with the Twitch Prime sub coming in.
Thanks
What's going on,
there.
Kenro? Coming in with the Twitch Prime.
Thanks, friend.
You get some emotes in there, dropping these emotes in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Charles Martin up there on the
There it is.
In the GTA. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much for that. The Twitch Prime.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Very cool. Speaking of Friday the 13th, also, I like part 3. Getting back to that, the reasons I like
Kenro, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. What were we talking about? Friday the 13th? We haven't even gone through the accolades of Emilio yet.
No.
I was in this phone booth and this guy tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, Emilio. Emilio Estevez, man. Let's just go through all the Hollywood families. Let's just go through all the fucking Hollywood families. Who's the fucked up family?
Well, I mean, you got Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas. Then you got that kid, Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. I mean, Michael Douglas is Hollywood royalty. He's a sexual icon.
His kid's in prison for crystal meth, I think.
Yeah, but he's got Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's true.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zorro's wife.
Antonio Banderas. Zorro. And Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. But yes, getting back to Friday the 13th.
No, there's a reason why I like because you got the reason why I like 2, 3, and 4 is because, like I said, we talked about Baghead Jason. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite version. Then you get the third one where he gets the iconic hockey mask and he's just a hulking, big, creepy monster.
Yeah. That
lurks in the woods. And then he dies in that one. And then he comes back to life as a zombified version of that big, creepy monster in the fourth one with Tom Savini effects. And that's the reasons I like those. I mean, they're still kind of goofy slasher flicks, but I still like those. And then I almost can't stand anything other than those three. I like those three, and I can't stand to watch. I'll watch the one where he's the heart monster just because it's funny.
Right.
Because he's not even in the movie. I went to the theater and saw that one, by the way, and was very disappointed. But
well, I mean, Kane Hodder took. I mean, the Jason Takes Manhattan. You know, had Kane Hodder, who is one of the most iconic. You know. Jason Voorhees actors, first starting in the New Blood. He was in that one.
yeah.
You know, and then you have probably the one that has the most iconic ending, which was Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Well, yeah. Well, that's when they they were going to tie in Freddy to the franchise at some point, and then it took a long time to actually do that.
That movie was in development hell for years because it was in one, like, you know, New Line had it and Paramount, you know, because like New Line had the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Paramount owned Friday the 13th. So they were trying to do, you know, like a crossover.
That changed hands a couple of times, didn't it? Didn't Friday the 13th jump companies a couple of times?
It did a little bit, but Paramount owned the most of it. But then New Line actually bought the rights to Friday the 13th. But there was so many problems with the script and delays over and over and over again that they just all the delays of Freddy versus Jason after the final Friday. Then you started getting. That's why we got Jason X, which completely skips over everything.
Yeah.
Because
I honestly, that one is kind of humorous, and I'll watch it if it's on TV. Just
it's like Ken
I like when they put him in the virtual reality thing.
Yeah.
And he's beating women against trees and killing, like they just got him busy in there.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like poking fun at the whole series with that, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Kenro, believe it or not, I enjoyed all the Jason movies except the versus Freddy one. I will admit this. I liked Freddy versus Jason when it was Freddy versus Jason.
There's like 5 minutes of that in the whole thing. But
exactly. So I liked about 5 minutes of that shit.
There was 5 minutes that was what they promised you, and the rest of it was Destiny's Child and those other annoying idiots running around.
Right. Now Freddy versus Jason did have an appearance by it's weird. He follows the show. He talks to us all the time, but we've never been able to actually have him on the show. Zach Ward.
Yeah.
Was in that. Who we all know was Scut Farkus in A Christmas Story.
That's right.
You know, and it's funny. Zach Ward loves this show. Zach Ward talks to us on the Twitter all the time. He loves the show, follows us and everything. But we've never been able to tie him down to actually come on the show and talk because he's one of those guys in Hollywood that is always working.
He's in an episode of Sunny.
Yeah, he's
Cricket's brother.
Yeah, he's always working. But the thing with Freddy versus Jason is, it's like the kids just sucked. The kids were horrible. I mean, yes.
Well, they gotta make them that way so you don't care if they die, you know. So
I don't. In most horror movies, I don't give a shit if the kids die. Most horror movies, I'm rooting for the bad guy. I will always root for Freddy Krueger, except for the first one, because the first one he killed Johnny Depp. So
it's almost like it's almost not horror at that point anymore, though. At that point, it's almost just like you're watching Bloodsport and you're wanting your favorite killer to kill all these people you hate. Like horror to me is when innocent people, like in like a fucking terrifying ghost movie where innocent people are being tormented for no reason. That's more terrifying to me because I can relate to that, like just trying to be a decent person and some otherworldly force you can't touch.
Right.
Fucking with you and you can't do anything about it. That's terrifying because that feels to me when I'm watching that like that shit's gonna start happening to me tomorrow when I wake up.
No, it's scary as fuck. But like most of those movies, like I root for Freddy Krueger. Shit,
yeah, it's like a weird kind of horror. It's like a different thing when you root for your killer.
I root for the fucking Leprechaun.
Exactly. Well, they're similar movies. You got Jason, Freddy, the Leprechaun, Chucky, all these iconic horror like
Chucky
murder
can die
guys.
and rot in hell for all I care. Chucky,
But people like him. It's popular franchise. How many movies they made of it?
It's like Leatherface. Like we want Leatherface to freaking kill everybody.
They're almost like you pick your gladiator and your teenagers you hate and want to die. It's like, set them loose.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick my killer. Now let me see. What teenagers do I want? All right. I need to have a stoner. Give me a pothead. Okay, good.
Two of those because they got to do that together. There's two.
Yeah, I need like two of those.
One of them's got to hear a noise and walk off and go, "Hey, man," and then he never comes back. And then
both of them have to act like Jay and Silent Bob. They cannot be original characters. They have to be like Jay and Silent Bob. They have to steal everything from Jay and Silent Bob. I need the over sexualized girl. I need like the girl that wants nothing but sex. I need one of those. I need the douchebag jock. Give me one of those.
Yeah.
Give me the girl who is upset that her boyfriend won't pay attention to her and her parents don't understand what she's going through and is probably going to end up being the last one alive. Okay, I need one of those.
Well, then you got to have the heroic outsider dude that comes in that's either like a nerdy guy or like a hiker.
Tommy Jarvis, get your butt in here. Corey Feldman, get in here.
Or the hiker guy from the fourth movie that comes to their house.
Oh, and I need a nerdy guy who loves the main girl, but he dies, and then as he dies, he pronounces his love, but she really doesn't give a shit even then when he dies. I need one of those. And there we go. We got our teenagers for the movie.
Yeah, and I mean it's through the 80s that style worked wonders. Look how many icons of murder were created during that time.
Yeah, all of them. Now I will admit, like when you talk about like Texas Chainsaw, that's a
different movie.
That doesn't
count. Yeah. Well, even though they made like a bunch of Leatherface movies, and
the first one is still the best.
The first one stands completely. Yeah, well, even I think Tobe Hooper made the second one.
He did, yeah.
But he had gotten a bigger budget. He was making it for a studio, and he made it like to kind of match the times of like the slasher.
And that was what Dennis Hopper was in the second one.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper's in the second one, and the effects. Tom Savini did the effects for that too, and they're pretty good. But the first Texas Chainsaw is a completely different animal that stands apart from all those.
Hey, Dennis Hopper.
Almost like Halloween does too. I think Halloween and Texas Chainsaw stand apart from all their sequels and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Dennis Hopper, what animal did you evolve from? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Exactly.
Are you trying to take over the world? Of course.
I can't find the goddamn Mario Brothers movie on DVD anywhere.
I've got it. I know. I mean, do I have it on DVD? I know I have it on VHS. Do I have it on
I have
DVD?
searched every department store, Target, Walmart. I look every time I go just in the video section to see if I can find a copy
That's
of that.
because it's like Shaq Fu. It was burned.
Yeah.
Every copy of that was burned.
I can't find it.
Look, you got Mario and Luigi Mario. It's like he's an Italian plumber and I'm his Hispanic brother.
Well, there's a Djibouti commentary track for that, and I haven't heard it.
You want to think
I'm
that?
trying to get the movie for that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I just repatronized Djibouti's channel because they did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I wanted to get that commentary track, so I repatronized Djibouti, and with that I got Bloodsport, and there's one other one I can't remember what the other one is.
I'm sorry, you can't make fun of Bloodsport. That movie is just too damn good. That movie is too damn fucking good. Yes, there's a scene you see Jean-Claude Van Damme's ass. You see it. But that movie is too damn good. I love that fucking movie. Bloodsport is like my freaking crack cocaine. I love that movie. It's amazing.
What about Kickboxer?
Kickboxer, I could take it or leave it. Give me the Legion. Give me Legion.
I like Time Cop.
Everybody loves Time Cop.
Yeah.
Universal Soldier.
I like the Double Impact because it's twice the Van Damage.
What was the movie he did with Dennis Rodman?
Oh man, yeah. Oh fuck, it's called. Isn't it Double something too?
It's Double something because Double Impact was where he played twins.
Yeah, that's where he plays like his own twin.
What
if he got two salaries for that?
Yeah, Double Impact was that one. Let me see here. Double Team.
Universal Soldier with Lundgren.
That's a good. Double Team was Van Damme, Dennis Rodman, and Mickey Rourke.
Ooh. Double Team. Yeah, you know what? I've seen Double Team. Kinro Gaming. Isn't there like a recent one, Universal Soldier, where with Lundgren came back?
Yeah, I think there is. Because what you had Universal Soldier: The Return, and then wait a minute, Universal Soldier, The Return, then two made-for-TV movies: Universal Soldier 2: Brothers in Arms, and Universal Soldier 3: Unfinished Business. And Goldberg. You know who's in Universal Soldier 3: Unfinished Business?
No. But no.
Oh, that's the rain. That's the rain, isn't it?
It's coming.
It's coming. It's not my name, Chief. Universal 3, that's not my name. It's
Burt Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds is in Universal Soldier 3. Turd Ferguson. Turd Ferguson.
Wow, that's kind of a drop for him, though, isn't it?
The movie stars. It stars Matt Battaglia, Jeff Wincott, and Burt Reynolds.
Christ, that's a cast.
That is a fucking cast right there.
I can watch Burt Reynolds do just about anything, though. I'd like to just hang out with Burt Reynolds.
Oh, well, here's the thing. They actually stepped up in Universal 3. They actually stepped up from Universal Soldier 2, because guess who played opposite Matt Battaglia and Jeff Wincott in Universal Soldier 2: Brothers in Arms?
I'll say, let me take a wild guess. Lou Ferrigno.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, even better.
Gary Busey. Burt Reynolds was in 2 as well. He was in 2 as well, but I think he might have been a different character.
Oh, shit, at least Ferrigno would get a Marvel cameo now and again.
Let's see here. So we had that. Then there was Universal Soldier: The Return.
Has that got Lundgren and Van Damme in it?
That one has Jean-Claude Van Damme, Michael J. White, Bill Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Oh, Goldberg. Okay. Yeah, that's what he's done. Okay. I got it. I thought I swear I just saw like a new one or something, like a one that's like really recent that has Van Damme and Lundgren in it.
Let me see here. Oh, there's one. Okay, so there's a couple more. So there's Universal Soldier Regeneration, which has Lundgren in it. It has Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, Andre the Pitbull Orlovsky.
Okay.
And then there is Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning, which is Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren.
Damn, Van Damme got himself a franchise there. I didn't even know they made that Universal Soldier. I knew of like 3 Universal Soldier movies.
Google is a wonderful thing, Ken. Google is a wonderful thing. It's like wait a minute. There's how many fucking I
didn't know Van Damme was in all of them. I thought he was just in the first one.
Yes, because it's fucking Van Damme.
I knew they probably made. I knew there were like some sequels, but I thought they were like just some.
Just like Van Damme is in Kickboxer Vengeance and Kickboxer Retaliation.
Isn't Bloodsport's the franchise that really fell off? That's the one like 4 and 5 are like shot in somebody's house or something.
Yeah, you know who's in Kickboxer Retaliation? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
Good.
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's in
it.
He's solving mysteries. That's what I'm doing.
That is the greatest cartoon in the world, by the way. If you get a chance to, if you can get it somewhere streaming online, you got to watch this last season. It was really funny.
Didn't Kickboxer go on and star the guy from fucking?
Oh yeah, it's Kickboxer.
Sasha Mitchell, that's right.
Yeah, that guy from that. He was
Step by Step.
Yeah,
from Step by Step. with the man from Atlantis, Patrick Duffy.
I think that he's in that one where it looks like they used a screen door for a jail cell door.
Yes. I think he starred in most of the new other ones. He was in Kickboxer 2, Kickboxer 3, and Kickboxer 4. Those were the last ones he was in. Was 2, 3, and 4 with Sasha Mitchell. Freaking Cody from Step by Step.
One we need to talk about the American Ninja series.
Oh, and then hold on. Kickboxer 5 had Mark Dacascos.
Oh, the chairman.
the chairman, Chairman Koji. Allons-y! À la cuisine! Okay, I fucking love Iron Chef, okay? That show is fucking awesome.
The secret ingredient is squash!
Secret ingredient is fish heads!
I love that show, man. I love Iron Chef.
There was one where it was like pig heads, like it was like pork, like the head of a pig or something, or you had to like use
pig.
like you had to use the whole pig. I think like Chef Morimoto put the pig head in like a pot with like Coca-Cola. And like
mommy.
Yeah. Secret ingredient is your neighbors. How you doing? EAXOO.
How's it going?
I'm gonna say your name because I'm gonna do that. That's a lot of damage. The secret ingredient is Soylent Green.
Human foot. Man, I like the Japanese version of Iron Chef myself back when it used to be on Food Network, like when they'd show you, like when it was like subtitles and stuff.
Yeah, it would be an Asher thing to do. Asher's not gonna eat people.
I don't know. That might be the way to go at the end if you're ever gonna take her out. You find out though, you don't know it about her. But if you ever perma kill her, it just comes out like in her belongings.
Like she ate a person once. It's like like when she went crazy in the farmhouse, there was like somebody cooking meth down there and she ate them.
She's got like a full human skeleton of a person she ate, like in a suitcase under her bed.
And she sings to it, "This is Mr. Skullhead."
Puts her head, like her hand up, and its jaw moves it like puppet.
What do you think? What do you think, Chief Diamond Phillips?
Yeah.
Oh man, she's just sitting there like, "What do you think?" I don't know. Hey, it's all right. 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 Bread and butter. Oh man, yeah, definitely. That would be freaking hilarious. That would definitely be an hilarious way to go. I don't know. She's not dead yet.
If you'd have to wait till like that would be the way. I think the way to go with her is if you play that character until you want to kill her, and you may never want to, but if you ever decided to kill her off, leave things around like that people you find they like time bombs that explode later. Like you find something out about her like a year later after she's gone.
I want her to live to a ripe old age and die happy in a field of flowers. Totally opposite of everything she was. She dies in a garden of tulips.
She's totally mainstream on the inside. She buys like a house with a white picket fence.
She owns Gucci.
She's got a family you don't know about. She's a mom to some kid. She's got a husband that's like an insurance salesman.
Good morning, honey. I'm off to sell some good old Geico. Cora would be the one. I didn't know how to respond to Cora. Just give her a cookie. With Cora, you just give her a cookie. If Astrid died, I would have no choice but to unfollow, unsub. Astrid's like the one I don't want to kill off. Like Estes will probably go down.
You put a lot of time into that one.
I put so much time into her.
The other ones are more for me to fuck around with.
Yeah, like Estes would probably go down by eating something bad in the garbage. You know, he would get like some type of food poisoning from something in a dumpster.
It's something radioactive, like Return of the Living Dead juice or something.
Topanga would probably get run over by a car, trying to catch a Pokemon in the middle of the street. Those two. Those are my three main characters I've got is Astrid, Estes, and Topanga. Those are my three main ones. You can do so much with Astrid. There's so much. I mean, she's lost an eye already. She's blind now in one eye.
Yeah, man. I wish you could like get like really customize the characters where you could get like a prosthetic arm, where she could have a hook or a peg leg.
I want an eye patch. I want a Japanese style eye patch, not like American, not like Nick Fury. I want like the Japanese ones that go like across the face, not like diagonal, but like side to side.
Yeah.
The ones that you put like you strap it around your ear. Not like Nick Fury. I would love that. However, I did learn yesterday that on Rivalry on the server, you can, if you hit slash glasses, you can take off your glasses, and then if you hit it again, you put glasses back on. Kind of like on Family, you know, when like they put the glasses on and the hats on.
Yeah.
I found that out, so I can do that with with Astrid, to where she's got her sunglasses on, and when she wants to reveal her dead eye, she can just take the glasses off. You know, so that's really cool. Like Illidan, have her like if she ever lost her other eye, just have like have a cloth wrapped around her face, like you know, either Illidan or she could be like the old blind beggar. Yeah, old blind.
Make her totally blind and make her like a blind swordsman.
I am Kenji.
Samurai.
Kenji, the blind swordsman. Yes.
And make her talk like that too, but keep the same character.
I am Kenji.
Just totally changes personality. Goes into a samurai personality.
I'm gonna have her on a rooftop. The world you know is just a sugar-coated topping. They're vampires. We have to kill the vampires.
You're damn right.
I just make the bridge keeper from Holy Grail. What is your name? So, Robin of Camelot, what is your quest? I seek the Grail. What is the capital of Assyria?
I don't know that.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? African or European swallow?
I don't know that. Dude, I would so do that. Dude, if you ever get on the server, buddy, we are so doing that. We're creating like Arthur and all his knights, and we're just going to clop around the city.
We have to get some patsies.
On second thought, let's not go to the PD, for it is a silly place.
It's only a
Dun,
bottle.
dun, 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 dun. We're the cops of LSPD. We seek the Grail. We can go to the Vanilla Unicorn. Like, we can send somebody who's Galahad to the Vanilla Unicorn, and it's like it's like,
Oh man, it's at C2E2. We saw some awesome Arthur in the.
That was great cosplay. Holy
they were
shit, that was
dead
good.
on, perfect. Had the exact costume.
That was good. They had patsies too. That was really good. Been trying to get them on the server. Yeah, get them on this. Yeah, I mean, shoot, the more people that's on the server that brings in great RP, the better. I mean, the better. It's so much better with good RP. You know?
kind of want it to get to the family. You want it to get to that level where people can't get on. You want it to be that way because it's busy.
Yeah, which this server's not bad because, you know, it's got two whitelist servers. It's got server 1 and server 2. So if server 1's, you know, full, you can jump on server 2. It's got a queue, but the queue's not that long. I constantly see that, you know, there's server 1 and then there's like people like server 2 will not be full, but people are still in the queue for server 1. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna go over to server 2. STRP is way too limited. Who are you on STRP, by the way? Have I ever come across, as Ashard or Topanga or Estes ever come across you, EAXOO? Love to know who you are over there. Because, yeah, I mean, I agree. Ashard will I know I'm going to take Ashard back to STRP for the truck race on the whitelist server there. Ron Craig, John Goodwill. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen your name a couple times. Yeah, man. I'm taking her back there just for the truck race because, I mean, she's dating Rocky White. So, kind of, you know, she'll go back there, but she's going to be completely, like, she's going to be up at the top of, like, the stands where she can see, like, everybody. Have a gun pointed on them at all times. Just going to shoot them dead if they try any fucking shit.
Fireworks. People are still lighting fireworks off over here, man.
It is the 13th of July, Chief. It's Jason Voorhees' Independence Day.
I guess we celebrate all month now. I don't know.
A wizard should know better.
Do not mistake me for a conjurer of cheap tricks.
These trees were my friends. All right, so with that is we are winding down the show tonight. We got a lot of things going on. So coming up, hopefully in the next few weeks, one, we have emailed our good friend Adam Lash. We're waiting for a reply back from him. If we can get him scheduled for next week, we may be doing one of our favorite shows that we do on this podcast, and that's Renegade Masterpiece Theater next Friday night if we can get Adam on. We do not do it without him. We have to find him. We have to kidnap him. We have to tie him in a basement and make him read erotic adult fan fiction.
That's right. Did we ask Dolly yet, or are we gonna just?
I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait until I got confirmation from Adam, and then I would reach out to Dolly because, like I said, we don't do it without Adam.
Jessica Ryan's around again. I've seen her tweeting, and
I got to get a hold of that girl. And see
I've
what
seen
she's
she's
doing.
been back. She said she was off Twitter for a little while. Now she's back. I guess
She was off Twitter for a long time. I got to get a hold of that girl, Jessica Ryan. I got to get a hold of that girl.
She was on vacation somewhere. I saw some pictures on Twitter.
It was a long vacation. So we'll be doing that. Of course, we've got episode 200 coming up, which we will have our good friend Cool Beer on with us. Now, that one is going to be a very comic book heavy episode. It always is with Cool Beer. But we'll also probably talk some wrestling because he's a huge wrestling fan just like I am. So we'll be talking that. And then, of course, we've got our good buddy John Kroll, who we're working on. That will probably be a special episode, not an actual numbered episode at this time. But when it's on Twitch, it'll probably be a special episode with John Kroll. He's a great friend of the show, great friend of Chiefs. It
might be it'll be a point something. It'll be like a 0.5 episode.
Yeah, it'll be like episode 199.1.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like that because it'll be an actual full episode, just like we do this one. But it's just that we got to save 200 for Cool Beer. That's
it's the prophecy. We cannot screw that up. It's the prophecy. Every 25 episode, Cool Beer comes on. But John Kroll, if you don't know who John Kroll is, he was the executive producer of American Grit on Fox, starring John Cena. Utopia,
the Blade TV series, $1
Million Bigfoot Bounty, and Bullseye, the game show Bullseye. He's the executive producer of all those great shows. He's a great friend of this show. Also a good friend with the guitarist from Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, who was actually on the show.
Yeah,
he appeared on the show.
Just appeared magically.
He popped in. He was
Dave Kushner. Dave Kushner from Velvet Revolver. So they'll be on, as well as I think his fellow executive producer may be on as well.
The Pink Collar Crimes is John's show that's coming up on CBS.
Yep.
And he's gonna. It's a true crime show, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I don't know much about it. It premieres. He's coming on the night before it premieres. So you will start seeing more idiotic videos of me on our YouTube channel reviewing that show, because I always review John Kroll shows, which means I also have to go open my channel and open up all the other old John Kroll stuff that I've got locked up on there. Every time after the series is over, I lock up the channel. That's just the weird thing I do. And then when a new series starts, I unlock the channel and put the new videos on.
So when that comes out, I'll make sure everybody knows. That way you can come on in. That'll be a Friday show as well. I believe it'll be a Friday show.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any questions for John Kroll of any of his shows, maybe you want to know what it was like working with John Cena, you have questions for him, you can put them in the chat, because we'll have him live here on Twitch. He'll be able to answer your questions as well.
For sure. I mean, if you got questions about any of his old anything, his life as a hippie growing up.
Yeah, he's a hippie kid.
He wrote a comic book once. He's actual comic book. He's written. I don't know if that's the only one he did. I thought he did another one, but he's written a comic book. He's a funny guy, and you guys are gonna love him. Everybody who's on Twitch and somewhat new to the show since we just started doing it here.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And then we'll have episode 200 with Cool Bear. That'll be a celebration. A lot of podcasts don't reach episode 200, and we have, because we have just decided we're gonna do this until we're in the home and and going in our Depends and shit. So we're doing it forever.
That's right.
Wrestling, love it, definitely. We love wrestling. I love wrestling. I could talk wrestling all day. So that'll be a great time with Cool Beer. And then we'll start heading into the 200s and see where the adventure takes us. And we're loving it here on Twitch. So with that, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. That is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Twitch. Of course, every Wednesday, the show does go on our Podbean, our Stitcher, our Player FM, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all of that. Filling the Void Podcast Network, iHeartRadio, that goes all over the net. That way, anything that you have, you can listen to us on there. If you have a Twitter, of course, Nerd Rage Renegades on Twitter, Chiefs at SpaceChief75 on the Twitter. You can follow us there. And we will be taking a short break here after the show, and then we will be coming back. Chief will be with me as we get into GTA tonight. We are going back to Rivalry RP with Astrid because she needs to make some money to get the bike that looks like a skeleton.
like the Ghost Rider bike.
It's an awesome fucking bike, dude. Oh my god, it is an awesome fucking bike. And it's going to be amazing.
It's going off Johnny Blaze.
It's going to be amazing. So, we will be seeing you all in a little bit. If you want to stay here, we will be back. We'll be back for some GTA, but we're going to stop this right now. We want to thank you all for joining us on episode 197 of Nerd Rage Renegades podcast. Be back next week for episode 198.
Yep.
Once again, I am the Shockmaster, Darn White. Charles was driven over that bike. Kenro Gaming, thank you so much again for the Twitch Prime sub, my dude. EAXOO, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Hope to get you over there on Rivalry RP. Come out and hang with us over there. We will see you all in a little bit if you're still here. If not, we will see you all next week. Until then, be good to each other. Well, EAXOO coming in with the follow before we got out of here. Thank you so much for the follow, my dude.
Thanks.
Every follow counts. That's another new follow. Thank you so much. Make sure each of you be good to yourselves and live deliciously.
That's right. Good night.
Good night.